There are over 7 billion people in the world today, and we are all different. Every single one of us is unique. We all have different backgrounds, different lifestyles, different characters, different personalities. And because we are all unique, so is our skin. You see, our skin tells the story of our lives, not just our ethnicity and our age, but also our past and our present, our lifestyle, our emotions, what we do and who we are. Our life is reflected in our skin for all to see. 7 billion different people, 7 billion unique skins. Our skin is our immediate connection with the world, the delicate touch of your lover, the familiar feel of your mother. Its touch is more expressive and powerful than words. It is flexible and resilient. If our skin feels beautiful, then we feel beautiful. It is your strongest ally against infection, sun, pollution, harsh weather conditions. It is a living, breathing barrier that continuously renews itself to protect us. Because it protects us, we must protect and care for our skin. After all, our skin is our life.
So hi everyone and welcome to this skincare induction session. This is Albert Girona and I'm part of the skincare strategy team. Here you can see all the team members. Some of us are going to take you through this induction deck today. So in terms of the content, we are going to start with a brief introduction in terms of context, to then move to a more specific information about our strategy and our brands. Camilo from CMI and F. Wilkinson are going to take us through demand spaces and category value drivers for skincare, and then we are going to close with a few R&D essentials that are going to be covered by Mike Cheney, which is our R&D director for Vaseline. So let's start by taking a look at the global skincare category figures. So in terms of context, as you can see here, skincare is the biggest PC market. It counts for 100 billion and it's expected to grow at 7% CAGR from now to 2020. Now 60% of this is moisturizers, 20% is cleansing, and 20% is hand and body. So it is actually a complex category if you look at the different subcategories, but also if you look at the high diversity of needs that varies in terms of markets and people. And finally, it's also a highly competitive category with only 20% of the market represented by big players and local competitors that are coming up as the ones that are growing the most. So really competitive and challenging environment. So in this global context, we are in the third position globally as Unilever, which comes from a number 2 position in hand and body care and number 5 position in face care. And we basically are strong in D&E, which are not necessarily the biggest markets. So as you can see here, there is potential to extend in white spaces in the markets that are the biggest ones. In terms of manufacturers and competitors, L'Oreal is leading thanks to their face business, and Beiersdorf is leading in hand and body. Now P&G and L'Oreal are focused on face, while Beiersdorf has a more balanced portfolio. We are close to Beiersdorf in terms of size of business, but their portfolio is much more sharp in terms of brands. So we really have room to grow our brands if we consider that we manage a portfolio that is as broad as the one that they have in L'Oreal, but only half the size.
At Unilever, we work to create a brighter future every day, helping you feel good, look good, and get more out of life. Our purpose in skincare is to help you do just that. We believe that all skin can be beautiful when you care for it. That's why we bring the best science and purpose-driven brands and experiences to you, whoever and wherever you are. Because everyone has the right to be their best beautiful self. We care for your skin.
Hi everyone, I'm Dulashini and I'm the strategy manager for Hand and Body Care. So I will briefly introduce you to Unilever in the skincare category. So we are a 2.7 billion euro turnover company. Roughly about 58% of the turnover comes from face care and 42% comes from hand and body care. We have a healthy gross margin of 61.5% and we operate at a PBO of 38%. So our top three brands, Pond's, Vaseline, Fair and Lovely, are each worth over 500 million euros in sales. And we have a portfolio of 8 brands, with each brand having its own regional stronghold. And our main markets span across Southeast Asia, South Asia, Europe, US, Africa, as well as NAMIT and RUB. Let's have a look at our strategy now. So we want to become globally the number 2 skincare player by 2020. Currently, we are at a number 3. So our core growth will come from market development, which is about bringing in new users and usage and focusing disproportionately on the core of the core. And we will keep premiumizing our offer and make sure we tap into emerging consumer segments like the Muslims as well as men care. And we will also focus on key channels like drug, DTC, e-commerce to drive profitable brand growth. We are also focusing on expansions, tapping into both white spaces directly and through Unilever International. So our enablers to do this would be the PC category disruptors that have been identified to drive growth and also, of course, future-proof our business. The first one, which is transformational biology. The microbiome is about using skin's natural defenses in various applications like healthy skin, resilient skin, sensitive skin, areas of acne. And epigenetic, which is number 2 area, is about predicting and preventing your future skin problems like anti-age, bespoke skin, acne, as well as even tone. And next nature, it's about trusted ingredients, and it's also about technologies like zeta fraction technology, which allows us to harvest any natural ingredient while it's fresh and will help retain full potency of our actives. And the third disruptor is connected world, which I believe needs no introduction, really. So we will focus on all these areas while having sustainability at the heart of our strategy, which is about women well-being, water, as well as waste. And we will also depend on our capabilities, which comes with connected world, all about skincare and also the C4G structures. So our brands represent very strong and authentic roots. And almost all of our innovations are based on deep consumer understanding. And whenever possible, they're entrenched in massive transformational purposes. And all of our brands gets the best of R&D resources that Unilever can provide behind each of the new innovations that's launched. If you look at our portfolio, the face care portfolio as well as the hand and body portfolio, you can see that they play across price tiers and covers the entire price piano from super premium to value for money in most of the markets that we play in.
Hi again, I'm now going to take you through our brands, and we are going to start with Pond's. Now, Pond's is our largest skincare brand, number 1 in developed and emerging markets, upper mass pricing, and superior technology positioning. It's the only brand in our portfolio where we play in facial cleansing and care segments. And its brand idea is the strength to be soft, which has to do with this idea of soft feminine leadership. So in terms of brand heritage, the brand has strong roots as it was the first skincare brand founded in 1846, and it has always been known for its pioneering technology backed by the Pond's Institute. An example of this is one of our latest innovations with Acne Clear. This product delivers results in 3 days and is twice as better as the key competitor. So in terms of geographies, Pond's is focused mainly in Asia, with 60% of its portfolio in face care and 40% in cleansing. And here you can take a look at the portfolio. We are not going to get into the detail of each one of the ranges, but this is just for you to know, just for you to see that we cover a wide range of subcategories and benefits, from anti-aging to skin lightening or anti-acne. And finally, in terms of innovations, we are in process of relaunching all the platforms. So we started with the White Beauty platform at the end of 2016, and this is going to continue in Q1 2017. We are also relaunching the Acne range for men, and in Q2 we are relaunching Flawless White, and in Q3 we will be relaunching Cold Cream. Now moving to Dove. Dove is the upper mass brand in our portfolio, and its brand idea is Real Beauty by Real Woman. This idea takes us to a territory of care and confidence that we will find in all Dove products and campaigns. And Dove has a strong brand equity, which has been built on that idea of giving women self-confidence, but it's also successful because of the superiority of their product formulation. So for example, our latest range, Thermaspa, has this proprietary technology that has delivered superior results in both consumer tests and clinical tests. In terms of geographies, Dove is focused mainly in Europe and Japan. The European market is mainly hand and body, and the face care market is mainly sold in Japan. And here you can take a look at the hand and body portfolio. This is the higher tier portfolio, in which you can see that we cover different benefits through our ranges and formats. And the same thing for face, which is split in different benefit platforms for foams and makeup remover. And finally, in terms of innovation for Dove, we just launched this new platform called Oxygen, which is covering a part of the daily care platform. And we also relaunched our lower tier with ingredients inspired in beauty rituals from different parts of the world. Finally, in face care, we are launching a new micellar water variant that is going to complete the range of face cleansing in Japan. Coming up next, we have Vaseline. Now, Vaseline is our leading brand in hand and body care, and its idea is deeply based on product truth, the fact that Vaseline heals skin and has healing power. So this healing power is really part of the heritage of the brand. Vaseline has been healing skin for more than a century, and this is part of our purposeful positioning today with the Vaseline Healing Project, which basically consists on spreading this healing in disaster-stricken areas. Now, this healing power is also a result of a superior technology that actually is superior to our main competitor. So this is something that we are really leveraging across all the products of our ranges. In terms of geography, sales are focused in North America and Southeast Asia, but also Africa, where we have South Africa as key market. And in terms of portfolio, we have a wide range covering different platforms and benefits. So in this slide, you can see just a few of the different variants we have in each of the platforms, from PJ lotions, face care products for men, but also we also have new advanced formats like body serums or sprays, and propositions covering specific body parts like lip care and hand care creams. And moving now on Fair & Lovely. Fair & Lovely is our biggest fairness brand and also one of the biggest in our portfolio. Its brand idea is, as you can see, directly linking to its brand purpose, which consists on empowering women to reach their dreams in terms of self-development. So, a couple of key facts about the brand. It is selling 11 units every second, which is huge, and it's one of the most loved skincare brands in South Asia today. And this success has been possible thanks to its pioneering new technology, which comes from a strong heritage of research. Fair & Lovely was the first brand to launch a skin lightening cream, and it keeps innovating with new formulas like this vanishing BB cream you can see here, which was the first in the world. And finally, the Fair & Lovely Foundation is how Fair & Lovely is taking its brand idea beyond. by really driving the agenda of women's empowerment, by inspiring them to lean in and reach their true potential. Just a few facts about the foundation. It has reached about 123 million women already, and it has inspired 800,000 women across India, Pakistan, Bangladesh to call for scholarships. And in terms of markets, if there is a market in which Fair & Lovely is big, is India. It counts for 60% of turnover, and then it's followed by other relevant markets like Bangladesh, Pakistan, or Indonesia. In terms of the portfolio, Fair & Lovely is visible fairness, but it's also extending benefits and platforms. And we can find a wide range of propositions from cleansers to BB creams, CC creams, or specific anti-marks treatments. And finally, in terms of future projects, in 2017 we have exciting projects to grow the brand further, like this core multivitamin relaunch and the expansion in Africa that is going to be under this new brand that is called Even and Lovely. And coming up next, as you can see, we have Simple. So Simple is our expert brand in sensitive skincare, and it's also part of our portfolio of natural brands. As you can see, its brand idea is feel good skincare, which kind of takes us to this space of uplifting feeling, good vibes, and simplicity. And actually, this simplicity is really part of the heritage of the brand. It's what gives name to the brand, and it's because Simple was one of the first to introduce these no color, no perfume, no harsh chemical concepts in the market back in the 60s. So our brand proposition nowadays is an updated version of that less is more philosophy that is still relevant nowadays. Actually, if you think about all these pollution alerts, rising concerns about harsh chemicals, not only in skincare, but also in other product categories like food, for example, with this rising concern about chemicals on vegetables and so on, this proposition is still really relevant today. So aligned with this philosophy, this less is more philosophy, we use ingredients that are soft and gentle to skin, and we communicate this accordingly. Now all of this is working so well that Simple has not only won as a brand, but also has won a lot of beauty awards in the markets where we play, and this is essentially in terms of markets the UK and the US. The business there is mostly face care. 80% of turnover is cleansing, even though we also have moisturizers, and cleansing wipes are a key SKU representing 45% of sales. And in terms of the portfolio, the main platform is Kind to Skin. This includes wipes, facial wash, scrubs, makeup removers, toners and moisturizers, and this is our core today, although there are plans in place to expand by launching new platforms. And one example of one of these new platforms is this new hydrating platform we are launching this year. This is targeting consumers with dry skin concerns, and this is just one of the projects Simple is going to launch as part of its future core. In fact, by 2020, we expect that our current core platform will be just 40% of sales. So the remaining 60% is expected to come from these other platforms that are going to be launched between now and 2020. So really, really exciting times for Simple in terms of innovation. So next we have St. Ives. St. Ives, as you can see, is a very millennial brand. You can just tell by looking at this Instagram-like visual you have here. And it's also part of our naturals portfolio. So the brand idea is delicious nature, which clearly talks about its ingredients, the fact that most of them are fruits or nuts, so it's kind of feeding your skin with natural ingredients. And the thing is that everything is really about nature and youth in St. Ives. Actually, the brand is currently being relaunched, and the aim of that is to really highlight those ideas of the power of nature by really communicating its natural ingredients, but also on the other side, the power of youth. When you look at everything with this vibrant and exciting graphics, like for example the visual you just saw in the previous slide. Moving on, in terms of business, half of it is face care and half of it is hand and body. The apricot is the key, is one of the key variants. It counts for 26% of turnover, but even if it's very important, we still have a wide range of products, as you can see, for both face care and also body care, as you can see in this slide. Now we are not going to get into much detail because it's just for you to have a sense of it, but as you can see here, all variants are featuring natural ingredients that are linking to product benefits. And finally, in terms of innovations this year, we are going to launch these oil scrubs for face. And we also have Project Idaho, for which we don't have any images yet. But just for you to know, this is going to consist on a packaging relaunch across all subcategories to fully align the new brand positioning that I was just mentioning. We now move to Tidra. Tidra is our naturals hand and body brand in Asia. We also have Face, but it's mainly a hand and body brand. And its brand idea, as you can see here, is reveal your best. Now this gives us an idea of this transformational beauty that you get out of fairness products. And this is also a very Asian point of view when talking about skincare and about cosmetics in general. And as it is a natural brand, everything has to do with nature. So the power of nature, the fairness energy from nature. And in this particular case, as it is an Asian brand, it has to do with Asian natural rituals and Asian beauty secrets. So in terms of geographies, of course, it's completely focused on Asia, specifically Southeast Asia, with Indonesia and Thailand as key countries. In terms of subcategories, 80% is hand and body and 20% is face care. And in terms of portfolio, 3 main platforms of benefits in face care, as you can see here, and 5 benefit platforms in hand and body, each one of them covering different needs and skincare concerns. As you can see, all variants have these hero natural ingredients that take us to this Asian territory. So for example, we have Japanese wakame seaweed, pearls from Korea, or bengkong from Indonesia. And finally, in terms of future projects, one of the most exciting we have for Tidra is the plans in place to expand the brand to India. As you can see in this visual, the pack is kind of different because it will play in a different tier. So it's going to play in the upper mass tier, so it's a trade-up proposition in this case. So next we have Dove Men Plus Care. This is our male face care brand playing in the upper mass tier of our portfolio. And as its brand idea says, everything here is about bringing together care and strength to show this new kind of masculinity in which showing care is really what it has a central role in the brand. So very quickly in terms of markets, Dove Men Plus Care is about mainly North America and the UK, with 40% of the turnover in the US, 15% Canada, and then 30% the UK, followed by Japan and Mexico with lower levels of turnover. And as mentioned, it's a face care brand mainly, so face care portfolio with 4 platforms covering different benefits with cleansers, moisturizers, and shaving. And last but not least, our last addition to the portfolio is Axe, which is launching face care products this year. So for those who don't know the brand, Axe is currently being through a brand pre-launch with which it wants to become the global authority in grooming. So to do so is going to launch new products, and face care products are among these new launches. So in terms of the brand, very quickly, this new positioning consists on basically giving guys self-confidence, and the way in which Axe is going to do so is by telling them that they are already special, that they already have something that makes them special. So Axe's role here is going to be to help them find this magic through their portfolio of products. So in terms of architecture, you will see that all product ranges are based on 3 male archetypes. This is directly related with the kind of benefits that we can find in the products, as you will see later. And in terms of geographies and subcategories and ranges, this is still work in progress, but we are launching in mainly Asian markets because in terms of male skincare, this is where the market is the biggest. And in terms of the portfolio, as we said, 3 benefit platforms that are directly linked to the 3 main archetypes we were mentioning. So for example, signature benefits are about this polished finish, shave creams for super close shavings, because signature guys are these ones that are more sophisticated, so everything has to do with this smart look. Urban is going to be about anti-pollution benefits, which takes us to this urban territory, so the city territory, this invisible shaving gel, because urban guys most probably will have birds, they won't really shave completely, and so on. And finally, adrenaline is going to be about these refreshing ingredients that really have to do with waking up and activity and movement. So those adrenaline guys that are more dynamic and energetic are the ones that will find what they are looking for in adrenaline. So that was it in terms of our brands. We are now going to look at a summary video. I'll leave you with that. And I hope you found what we have been doing so far interesting. And I leave you with the rest of the presentation. Thanks.
For generations, the Unilever family of skincare brands have brought together deep consumer insights coupled with pioneering technology to deliver the promise of beautiful and healthy skin, enhancing the lives of millions of women and men the world over. Pond's was created in a laboratory in 1846 in New York and has been transforming women's skin for over 6 generations. Since its inception in 1957, Dove has believed that beauty, feeling and looking your personal best, is the result of proper care. Vaseline has been healing skin for over 146 years. When Fair and Lovely was launched in 1975, it was the world's first skin lightening cream. Simple, a child of the 60s, was the first brand to introduce a soap that contained no perfume, no colouring, and no harsh chemicals. Making our portfolio richer, Citra brings 3 decades of expertise in Asian beauty and heritage. Pond's Institute, a global network of scientists, this year has developed the first new patented acne treatment since the introduction of salicylic acid almost a century ago. Dove DermaSpa, both dermatologist-approved and spa-inspired, is backed by breakthrough Unilever patented technology. New proprietary Unilever technology encases micro-droplets of Vaseline petroleum jelly in its formulations, increasing the efficacy of the intensive care range. At the heart of Fair and Lovely is Unilever's pioneering vitamin B3 technology, which remains unrivaled to date. Simple's latest technology, the triple purified micellar cleanser, not only gently cleans and purifies, but also naturally hydrates the skin. The Dove Self-Esteem Project is a global initiative set up to ensure the next generation of young women grow up enjoying a positive relationship with the way they look. Vaseline brings its transforming healing power to people living in the wake of crisis and disaster through its Vaseline Healing Project. Fair and Lovely Foundation was established with a mission to inspire women to lean in and achieve their true potential. Our skincare brands will carry on changing lives for generations to come.